Yeah, welcome to the Poet Summit. Very spontaneous idea. When I heard that the PAC Challenge was cancelled for this year, it first felt like a great thing, and a fall with no presentations to write and things like that. But during the morning, it started feeling bad. I think the OpenEdge community needs an event each year to show what you can do for cool things with OpenEdge. So the first partner in crime that I reached out to was Will Carrot around lunchtime, and we discussed it, and then I sent text messages to Tom Bascom and Paul Kouffalis, and in the afternoon we had a conf call and we decided to try to organize this conference in 8 weeks. And I think most things went quite well. No. So my junior developers became streaming producers in 2 weeks, and well, we had to buy a lot of toys. Peter Judge accused us of using the conference only as an excuse to buy toys. And well, Tom, would you want to explain the name, since you've been the author of the name?
Yes, so the poet obviously is Progress OpenEdge Technology, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. If you write progress code, you have a feeling that you're producing a very elegant and poetic sort of bit of code, especially when you compare it to something like, oh, I don't know, Java or SQL, Black Speech of Mortal, or any of those kinds of things that are really kind of file. So we felt it was very poetic and very uplifting kind of a thing. We were writing progress towards code. It always has been. For 40 some odd years, it's been a wonderful experience.
Yeah, and Paul has been playing with that name, Poet Summit, for a while. So finding the name was one of the easy parts for this conference. 5 minutes before we start the session, I checked the count of delegates. So that were 767 delegates from around the world. 8 weeks ago, I said if we reach 300, we can be happy. Then, well, we increased our targets as we got more delegates in the last 4 weeks since we had the website open. They're from all around the world. I think that's one of the benefits of running such an event hybridly. We have delegates from Brazil, from Argentina, from Australia, from Asia. And I don't think we would be reaching most of those delegates with a conference on site. But still, I hope for next year for a real conference. Maybe, again, a mixed conference with streaming live to the internet. I would thank especially the speakers. I mean, there are reasons why we have the 767 delegates. I think we have here the creme de la creme of the OpenEdge community and speakers from Progress Software giving us presentations today and tomorrow. So a couple of presentations I'm looking forward to especially. And I would also like to thank the companies that helped us bring this event together. My company, Consultingwerk, Whitestar, has done a lot of effort, Riverside, Progress Software, and Absolute Knowledge, also known as Absolutions. And the companies that are supporting us by giving us the time of their employees as presenters here. So thanks for that, really appreciate it. So when you register as a delegate for this conference, there are various program points there for navigating through the program. Once you've logged in, and that's a very useful thing, you have these stars there that allow you to select a session as a favorite session. Once it's a favorite session, those sessions will appear in your personal schedule, which you find in your delegate menu there in the top right. You can watch the presentations from there too. You can unselect them by clicking on the star again. The same is appearing in the schedule. So that's probably, hopefully, a useful way of navigating the conference the next 2 days. You should also be getting email reminders for your favorite sessions. they should contain a link to the presentation too. If there's anything not working, email us at the poetsummit@consultingwerk.com email address. Janine and myself will be watching to those emails frequently. We do have some entertainment at the conference. We have Daniel, where's my colleague Daniel? Daniel van Dorn has put together a new edition of Open Edge Nerd Quiz. This time with a special set of questions on the 40th birthday of Progress Software and the product now known as Open Edge. But also, well, nasty programmers and DBA questions as usual. What may be interesting, so last year when I took this picture for the quiz at the online PAC Challenge, that is from the balcony of our office, and we're behind the letter I here in this building. So that was maybe an omen for having a conference here at this location. Yeah, so on Wednesday in the late afternoon at 6 o'clock European time, winners will be announced. On the webpage, you'll find a link to a GoToMeeting. We're doing the announcement of the winners in a GoToMeeting so that it can be interactively. So if you're participating in the quiz and if you're really positive that you have a good score, don't miss that session. You might win some nice prizes. And, well, the title of the conference, the Poets Summit, we thought there must also be some sort of a poetry slam. So we invite all of you to think about some poem with some Open Edge related content and email that to us. And on the, at 6:15 tomorrow in the early evening, we'll be having a panel discussion, the Ask Me Anything, the last presentation, which will be, well, Tom will be there, Paul will be there, Peter Judge, I don't know who else, probably a lot of the speakers which are not speaking at the same time will be there. And if we get poet submissions, we will read them there. I don't know, Tom, you are the...
It's all in uppercase. It will be spoken as the black speak with more.
Good, and now I would like to ask Klaus Gudert to join me here. I mentioned it earlier, Progress Software is celebrating 40 years since its founding and, well, launching the product, which there was called the Progress 4GL, the Progress Database. And since Klaus is probably the longest in service employee of Progress Software in Europe, 31 years, we invited him here to join us here on stage. He's also here from Cologne, so it was also a nice probably bicycle ride for you to come here. And yeah, we would like to provide Klaus with a gift. Klaus, you want to say something while we're waiting for your gift?
Yeah, many thanks, Matt. Well, as one of the dinosaurs, the living dinosaurs in Progress, in the Progress world, and looking back, I think 31 years now, and I recall our first days when we in a small group of people discussing technical stuff, drinking a lot of beer in between, and having a lot of fun. And very good to see that the community has grown over time, and it's more and more professional. And well, Progress, as you said, celebrating anniversary for 4 years now, and we are very proud that we still can do this today. But we also know and understand that this is only possible because of the community. We always work together very closely, and the community is very important, and our success is your success. And with this in mind, I want to thank you for the present that's coming.
Well, before we get there,
And I very, very successful Poet Summit. Thanks a lot. And I can tell you, I already organized a big party tomorrow where the team of Progress will eat this cake.
The team of Progress Germany. So for those who, he's now a senior account manager. Is that your correct title?
Yeah.
Well, he's senior and account manager, senior in service. So he started his career at Progress in a completely different role. He used to be programming and be a consultant. And when I joined Progress in 2004, I believe,
And the other way around, by the way. After some time, it was just the other way around.
so you need to listen to the presentation the next 2 days and we will get. Okay, well, thank you, Klaus, and thank you, everybody. And yeah, breakout sessions.